Okay, we're looking here at the Lydian cage, the modal cage with the cutout. Okay, so this is truly the Lydian cage. And I'm just checking this description up here, which is the modal, the local 1, 4, 5, with just root 4 and 5 of the parent key. We can play that in the Lydian cage. Look at it. It's an A-shaped root chord, action fingers, 5 root 3 right there. Its minor is the G shape and the A shape. Remember, the minor of root 3, 5 is 6 root 3. Here it is, 6 root 3. That's our G minor shape right there. Goes into an A minor shape, 3, 6 root right there. 2 minor cage positions. This is increasing pentatonic scale. G goes to A because we're going this way now. To the left, going to the right. Okay, we have the A would go to G in the word cage, C-A-G. So I listed it like this because I don't know, because the G would come first, but I'm kind of kicking around which order I should put them in. Obviously that one lists the G down here and then the A minor here. Now the fourth is E shape, root 4, 6 right there. That is the fourth. There's your fourth. Root 4, 6. Bar it. Play it. Okay, root 4, 6 is the E shape. So here's our root chord. And its minor. Okay, wait a minute. That's going to be like right here now. Okay. Now the problem is this root 3, 6, if we bar this, we're not going to get this 3 again, right? So let's look again at this now. Do we really have an A minor shape there? No, we don't. We don't have an A minor shape there because it's not a full shape and it's not in the box if we bar it here. It's a very small A minor shape, so really the only shape there would be the G minor shape. Okay, so there I've removed it because I didn't catch that if we bar this, and this is one of the kind of perplexing things, but we want to be able to have the capo there. We're definitely not going to get that 3. So we want to be able to play these things. That's the most important thing about the long patterns, is you can play them from the fretnet or capo. Okay, so that's where they came about. That's how they started, and they became really useful because they became modal. Modal meaning root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all have their own pattern. Root 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 root, and 7 root 2. You have a bar on each one of those chord fragments, scale fragments. So we can check one thing against the other. So the Lydian box here, the E-shaped fourth is that's our F right there. Root 4, 6 action fingers. That checks with what? So this is in the C box. Over here we have an A right here. Now let's think about that. Okay, my bad there. Here we're starting with the fourth, so we have an E-shaped fourth. That's going to check, this is going to check with this. E and the fourth there and the fourth there. Okay, the A-shaped one is going to check with this A-shaped one. This is 1, 4, 5. Okay, this is 4, 7 half diminished, and root. So here's our root, A-shaped check, 7 half diminished, A minor half diminished. The fourth is E-shaped right there, so it checks. And let's just look at that E-shaped fourth. Now its relative minor is the second minor. It's going to be D, C-shaped. Well, you know the D is going to sit up on top here, so it's 4 to 6, but then we got a C shape, 6 to 4 in the key of C, 6 to 4. That's a second inversion D minor. Remember, key of C, the C shape or C minor shape's always starting out in second inversion. And then it goes into the D minor shape. So you got the whole shape right there, okay, on the one Lydian cage shape there. Okay, so we've got the same little mistake here where we've got our C minor shaped D minor right there in the key of C. Okay, but we don't want to call this top one a D minor, even though the top 3 strings are D minor, like that, because we want to be able to bar the whole thing. We don't have all that, but we have the C minor shape. You know, we have that nice C minor shape down here. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, I didn't want to go up any higher than that. So we're going to have to take that out. Okay, so we're good now. You're helping me as I teach you. We see how to test these things out. But the most powerful tool I learned was going up a head 1 cage shape, to either bring it back down into the cage or bring it into the cage from the left. Okay, from hypothetical cage, extending the cage imaginarily, and then taking the shape that is and moving it up 1 more letter in the word cage, and play that familiar chord shape. So here it is. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. We've done the Ionian cage, we've done the Lydian. That's a tough one. Let's do an easy one. And we've done the Dorian. Let's do the G cage but before we do the G cage, I want to zoom out a little bit and remind you, if you like these videos, like and subscribe, share, and you know, so you can know about new posts I make for Andy's free guitar chart videos. And I've got 340 charts, and you know, they just keep on advancing, and I have about that many subscribers, so that's nice. Keep on watching. If you like my system and you like the way that I present these guitar theories to you, I'm sure you'll go far if you learn this way with the guitar. Now, so remember, this is the old caged here with the tripentatonic. Okay, we've got C, A, G, E, and D there. Now, the way that these guys are arranged, like I said, we had let's look at the C A box here. We had C major shape C, D minor shape D minor, E minor shape D minor, all that, G major shaped G. Okay, well, when you get into the A box, you just start on A and go up a pentatonic scale, following the fact that you're going to have double letters right here between the 3rd and the 4th. The 3rd minor is the same shape but minor of the 4th major. Okay, so you're going to have a double there. So you got A, C, D, E, G, A. A, C, D, E, G, A. It's going up a pentatonic scale, but now it's in the A position. So the A position is really a pentatonic scale. A pentatonic, the A position pentatonic is really the C position, you know, caged is in C, right? Starting on the 5th. So it's an inversion, all right? It's about the 4th inversion of the pentatonic scale. The G starts on the 6th, so it's about the 1, 2, 3. It is the 4th inversion. The A is the 3rd inversion. So we got root 2, 3, 5, 6 is the root pentatonic. The Dorian is the 1st inversion of it. 2, 3, 5, 6 root. The Phrygian one is the